20 and Aphasia 21. The Royal Melbourne Cup found these horses, and first and second will qualify for a certain start in the Melbourne Cup. They will be ballot free.
And they're just about to go to the stalls. Tim Gossage is standing by in the betting ring to bring us the latest on what is no doubt going to be a wide open betting affair. I'd say you'd be looking probably round about 6 to 1 the field, although we can't really mention prices. That's my guess. It'll be about 6 or 7 to 1 the field. And Tim, I can tell you the previous winner has a new nickname from the Freedman stable. He's now called the Ace of Pace.
Good one, Pete. And as you did say 6 to 1 the field, I can't confirm that, but you're not far off the mark in this race here. The best back runners are Super Slew, My Kiwi Gold, and of course Top Rating. I suppose Top Rating would be the omen tip in the 10 new stakes.
Well, you should keep your job with the network after that. Tim Gossage reporting from the betting ring there, and there will be plenty of money being bandied around here with punters maybe trying to blast out, and they're going to get good value. Riders are just about to get up behind us, and there is the map. 2,500 metres, starting at the 200 metre mark in the straight, right in front of all these packed grandstands, and the huge crowd here at Flemington today will get a great view of them as they go to the riverside. There are the tips: Super Slew from Jenny Chapman, Hereditas from me, Super Slew from Johnny Letts, Storm, of course, from Richard Freedman from the stable, and they are the selections for the final event. A couple of Melbourne Cup places up for grabs here in the 10 new stakes. 2,500 metres, as I said, is the journey. The starting time is 4:45. Runners are about to leave the mount again closer and go to the stalls. We'll be back with the Lucky Last very short.
Come on.
So we're coming to the closing stages of the first day. Viewed from the Whitman's Lightship down in the mounting yard, and it's a packed mounting yard too, because we have 18 runners and 2 spots in the Melbourne Cup up for grabs here. The Foster's Melbourne Cup to be run on Tuesday. And of course, don't forget, we'll have a special preview of the big race tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time, where we'll be talking to all of the leading personalities involved in the running of the great race, the Foster's Melbourne Cup. And you'll be able to see it here live and exclusively on Network 10 on Tuesday. Our coverage commencing at 10 o'clock. Once again, we'll have the panel, hopefully to find you all of the winners. And with a bit of luck, we might be able to find the winners on some of the other races as well. So there are these horses going up the race now in front of an enormous crowd. We've made a couple of inquiries about the crowd. They haven't finalised it yet. There's Fewer Chosen in Go Waterhouse's colours. Darren Gauchi to take the ride here. And it is a magnificent scene from up above. And I'm sure that everyone who's been here today has certainly enjoyed it. Now, I'm just going to go for a bit of a stroll here. We talk about the Melbourne Cup and the likelihood of perhaps an overseas victory. Well, I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people around who will be hoping for a local victory in the Melbourne Cup. And I've just walked over to a fellow who's got a broad smile on his face, who hopes that it might be a second local victory in the Melbourne Cup. Terry Henderson.
I hope it's as big a smile at this time Tuesday, Pete.
He worked here this morning.
Yes, very happy. Very happy. He worked solidly over the last 600 and finished up his work beautifully. So, you know, it's all down to a little bit of luck, perhaps a little bit of rain on the track, but I don't think we'll be far away.
Terry, have you made the right decision, do you feel, in staying for the Melbourne Cup rather than going to Japan?
Yes, even more so when you look at the calibre of the Japan Cup field. It's a very strong field this year, Pete.
Yeah.
And like, the horse is perfectly placed in the Melbourne Cup. We know he's a 2-miler, and so we're quite happy with that decision.
And his run in the Caulfield Cup was very pleasing.
Yes, it was super, really. For the weight that he had against those more lightly weighted horses, you know, we're delighted, albeit that Arctic Scent's run today took the eye, and so did Nothing Like a Dane, and Arctic Scent's down in the weight, so there'll be plenty of competition in the Cup.
And just one last point, I suppose we really don't know about the overseas horses, do we, until they line up in the race?
No, we don't. One thing we do know is that they won't like the track as hard as this.
Yes.
So I think the watery can will be out tonight, either from the Sky or from the trackmen. to please the imported horses. But the harder the track, the better for the local horses.
But you won't mind if it stings out a bit?
Oh, we won't mind, but we really don't mind it either way. But just a little bit of softness would suit us fine.
I might be talking to you around this spot about 3:30 on Tuesday afternoon.
Happy to make the appointment.
Good on you, Terry. Terry Henderson, one of the managing owners of Doremus, the top local hope in the Melbourne Cup. Now, Tim Gossage has some news for us in the betting ring. What's happening, Tim?
Well, Peter, a little bit more on Doremus. I just saw two of the owners, Rod Russell and also Keith Biggs, and they've had a horse that's won in Perth a minute ago, a 2-year-old. They've just gone across and taken the 8-1 Doremus, so they're just offloading. They think the last year's champion will win again this year. The big news in the ring, Super Slew, the best back runner in the race, also My Kiwi Gold, and the Firth horse, Crying Game, is a chance at each way odds.
Yeah, I think My Kiwi Gold has certainly been backed on the strength of what was a very good track gallop the other day, and of course the fact that he's trained by a fellow called J.B. Cummings, who's got a reasonable record here at Flemington, might have something to do with it as well. Well, they're just doing their preliminaries. They're going up the straight there. You can see them, most of them going up towards the join with the course proper there, where they come down the straight course. Johnny Letts is heading up there on banjo, I can see, and hopefully we might be checking in with him at the moment as we look down from up above on what has been a perfect day. Very warm. They were forecasting 30 degrees. I think we got pretty close to it, and really it has brought the public of Melbourne out to this one of the great, not only one of the great racing days, but make no mistake about it, this is one of the great sporting days in Australia. And it's also one of the great social occasions, and we've seen the cross-section of all sides of society today, from the likes of Gay Waterhouse to the Phantom race callers in the car park catching up with Tim Bailey. We've seen Priscilla Presley, and we've seen the people who just come to enjoy watching these magnificent animals strut their stuff on this great day. And they've still got one to go, and they're going to see 18 of them charge down to that first turn, where, as we said, a position is all important. If you've just joined us today, if you've been out, as we take a look at the tote figures on the last, the big race today was won by Lee Friedman and jockey Greg Hall, owner Mr. David Haynes, with Portland Player, who caused something of an upset in the Derby, defeating the dead heaters Alpha and Ebony Grove. Now, I believe that there is a bit of news after the Derby. I'm told that Alpha returned to pre-race irregularity, and the stewards could not identify it from what I can gather, so the horse was allowed to run, but that is the information that I've received, that Alpha did return a pre-race irregularity before the Derby, but he was gallant in defeat, dead heating for second with Ebony Grove. The other big races today, the Wakeful Stakes, well, it was a Bart Cummings victory, but not from the horse that everyone expected, and that was Dashing Eagle. She didn't fill the placings, but Denendry, trained by Bart Cummings and ridden by Stephen King, took out the Wakeful, and she'll be shortener for the Oaks on Thursday. The other big events, the Louis Vuitton McKinnon Stakes, was won by that Grand Galloper, All Our Mob, who's just got such a big heart. He goes out at long odds each week, as Gay Waterhouse said. He didn't go out without a hope in her eyes, and All Our Mob won the McKinnon from Falonte and Celius. And then we just saw Gold Ace in the previous event, #1, record the fastest time ever run down the Flemington Straight, 1:7.5, a new track record. Gold Ace winning, coming down the fast part of the track, the outside, to defeat Saker and Mars Party. Well, are we going to see a highlight here? Perhaps it'll come again for Gay in the shape of that fellow Pure Chosen as they're loaded up. Let's go up for the last time today to the commentary box, and here's Dan and Gary.
And I'm told that a crowd in excess of 64,000 people have attended the first day of the VRC Spring Carnival. Gary Willits, this is the 10 News Stakes Group 2 2,500 metres. First and second automatically guaranteed to start in the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday.
Yes, and look, I like the look of the top weight, Crying Game. I thought he's in pretty well with 57. He's a Perth Cup winner. I think he won the Derby over there also. The other one I like the look of was #8, Super Slew. Thought he looked very fit and 5 top rating, but boy, it's an open race.
I noticed there's a fair go on Super Slew. It'll run the favourite in the ring. It has been backed into favouritism, Super Slew.
Yeah, beautiful chestnut horse, and ridden by Shane Dye.
Now this is Storm behind the gates, the horse that often we see he has some problems with the starting stalls, and he's riderless and being brought up to the gates by attendants. Section is also away from the line.
Yes, Storm's got a habit, just as the gates are about to open, of rearing, and as we saw at Caulfield, he threw Greg Hall out the back, and Greg injured his leg, but he was back riding in a couple of days, which was great.
Okay, it's ready now. Storm is set, section goes up, and the 10 News Stakes. They're set for a start, 2,500 metre Group 2. Last event on Derby Day. And they're all locked away. Big field of 18. Super Slew heavily back, runs the favourite. They're racing in the last. Good breakaway too. Centre Go, one of the first out with Crying Game, Super Slew, and further out was Desert Chill, Bowheat, Hereditas, Fewer Chosen and Storm, all going forward in a mad charge as they go past the winning place with a lap left to go. Now getting to about 7th was My Kiwi Gold. Then came Quick Ransom. A little bit wide was Cedo Bridge, and Centre Go midfield from Praise Indeed, Brilliant Poet. Then Prince Calaf, and on the inside Top Rating, Aphasia third last around section, and Creating Havoc was last of all. 2,000 metres to go. Storm worked to the lead, but they're going very hard early, and Hereditas goes up to join him and soon after take over. Hereditas in front of Storm. Fewer Chosen third, about 3 lengths away. Desert Chill into 4th position on the inside of Bowhead. A length and a quarter Crying Game, 3/4 to My Kiwi Gold, and 1 length to Centeco. A length and a half to Super Slew, a half to Brilliant Poet. A length back then to Quick Ransom, followed by Praise Indeed, 1.5 to Cedo Bridge, and then Top Rating on the inside of Prince Calaf as they slow up a little bit here. Few of these horses have to be checked towards the tail of the field. Prince Calaf on the outside of section, third last, and then Aphasia, and Creating Havoc was last of all, and about a dozen lengths from the leader, Hereditas. 1,400 metres left to go on the 10 News Stakes, and Hereditas chasing his 5th win in a row. He leads by 1 length to Few Are Chosen, and Storm third on the inside. A half length to Desert Chill running 4th, a length and a half to Bowheat around Crying Game, and Centego taking all the shortcuts on the rails. 2 lengths away My Kiwi Gold. On the inside Brilliant Poet, 1 to Super Slew, and then came Praise Indeed on the inside of Quick Ransom. Then Cedo Bridge and Aphasia going forward out wide from section. Prince Calaf Top Rating, and Creating Havoc last of all. 900 metres to go. Hereditas the leader. He's 1 length in front of Few Are Chosen and Storm. Desert Chill's had a nice run 4th. Bowhead going up 3 wide on the outside of Centeco. Then My Kiwi Gold as they start to bunch up. Crying Game in the middle of that pack, and then Brilliant Poet, followed by Super Slew. Prince Calaf is starting to run on. Behind those was Cedo Bridge, and then Quick Ransom ridden along from Praise Indeed on the inside. Top Rating is back to third last onto the turn, and well back in the field was section as they straighten up. Creating Havoc under the whip from Prince Calaf. Down to the 400, Fewer Chosen on the outside of Hereditas. A length away, Centeco starting to run on very strongly, and Storm is still in the race, followed by Desert Chill. Fewer Chosen the leader, Centeco coming at it, then Storm, Desert Chill. It's Fewer Chosen in front, tackled by Centeco. My Kiwi Gold, Bowhead running on. Fewer Chosen and Centeco. Centeco and Fewer Chosen. Centeco the inside, Fewer Chosen the outside. Fewer Chosen won. Fewer Chosen from Centeco third, My Kiwi Gold all Storm. Then Super Slew, Bowhead, Desert Chill, Brilliant Poet section. Top Rating next in. Next in was Praise Indeed from Hereditas, Crying Game. Further back then to Quick Ransom, Cedo Bridge, Creating Havoc, Prince Calaf and Aphasia back at the tail.
Gee, 2 very good rides there. I thought Centeco, Greg Hawley, definitely deserved to win, but the honours have gone to Fewer Chosen, ridden by Darren Gauci. Darren had the horse up in a perfect spot, but Greg saved all the ground in the world in the run.
Number 2 the winner.
And was unlucky not to win it.
Gee, that's a big run. Few Are Chosen. Most of his form from wet tracks, and for Gay Waterhouse, she's now got another strong contender in Tuesday's Melbourne Cup. He wanted to get off the track, but gee, a dour staying effort. He was up in that duel for the early lead, Gary.
Oh yes, he's done a great job, and here he's just shifted out a little bit, but I don't think he's caused any trouble. But he's done a good job. It looked like Centeco and Greg Hall were going to go right away from him, but Fewer Chosen has raised another effort and got to the Rhine very well here. And My Kiwi Gold's got home very well right on the outside. Here they are head on.
It's got third, number 12, so
you
it's
can see Darren Gauci on the blue colours, blinkers there, just shifting out a little bit in front of Storm with the gold cap. Just shifted right here. Shifted out fairly badly here, but he was clear of Storm, and the one in the green colours would be My Kiwi Gold. Well, that's a very good effort.
Certainly is. So Few Are Chosen and Centeco are assured of places in the Melbourne Cup, Tim, on Tuesday.
All right, Danny, thank you very much. We really haven't got hardly any time at all left. But what I need to tell you firstly, the winners of our fashion competition today, Brad Whitmore from Narrawarren in Victoria and Michelle Cracknell from Robinson in New South Wales, each with $1,000 from Suzanne's. And good on you, you picked morning suit and you were right. Very quickly, Peter Donegan and Jenny Chapman, for Tuesday, what have you liked today? Jenny?
Well, I think more importantly, Tim, is the fact is how many of these horses are going to pull up sore after the hard track today.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to have to wait and see what happens, and I'm going to reserve my judgment until then because I'm a bit of an Oscar Schindler fan.
Quick one?
I think I might stick with Nothing Like a Dame, but I want to have a look at all the replays today.
All right, been a hot day. Bit warm. Peter Donington and the team back at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning with the Melbourne Cup preview. Don't miss that, of course, the NBL Grand Final game, the last one at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and we're back here at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning with the Melbourne Cup coverage for 1996. Hope you enjoyed Derby Day. Gee, it was good. We'll see you on Tuesday. All the best. Hope you won some money.